Hey, what's up, Doc Nation? It's your boy Doc. Hope everybody's doing good. This is week number, well, we kind of have to go with Star Wars here because I didn't start my weekly dose on week one of my streaming. I'm pretty sure I'm in about week 7 of streaming. Okay, this week right here that we're about to pass because it is Thursday going into Friday morning. So this is going to be episode 3, week 7 of your weekly dose. And once again, welcome to my damn vlog, whatever the hell. Anyway, what is the weekly dose? As always, guys, the weekly dose is a purely unscripted vlog featuring yours truly, where I pretty much talk about everything and anything as it pertains to in terms of streaming, video gaming, and really, anything. As always, as we established last week, we're going to start the broadcast off with a look at some stats. Last week, I believe, when I broadcasted, we were at 1,500 and something followers on the channel. Since then, we did do a somewhat publicized Hearthstone giveaway, and so we're up to 1,850 followers. So, give or take about a 300 follower increase since last week. Now, one thing I am learning, or I have learned as a streamer, is that your follower count is really not all that important. I mean, you want the followers because, well, they're followers, right? It's your average viewer count that really, really means the most, because after all, you can't get Twitch Partner without, sufficient viewer count every time you stream. That's what they base it on. They don't really base it on your followers. They base it on, who's watching you stream when you go live. And I am happy to report an increase in that as well. Not too long ago, we were reporting numbers of 20, 25-ish during my normal streaming sessions. And now we're right there at 40 to 45 average viewers across the span of the broadcast. Now, it still dips just a little low when I switch over to the theme game of the night, and that's understandable because, after all, that is a sideshow. All of my publicity, my main gaming hours, streaming hours, they're devoted towards Hearthstone, so that's understandable. But even then, we're still hovering at about 35 to 40 people throughout the entire stream. Obviously, I did bump up my time of my start time for the stream from 4 p.m. Eastern Standard to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard, so that way my Euro viewers could watch me for an additional hour. Try as I might, there really is just no way to make myself available for what I consider the 3 prominent time zones. Right? You've got your European, which are 5 hours ahead of me. I'm U.S. East Coast, so they're 5 hours ahead of me. So you've got your Euro viewers, you've got your U.S. East Coast, and then you've got your U.S. West Coast. And, of course, you've got your Aussies, too, but I kind of count them in with the U.S. West. So where I am right now is I'm heavily focused on my EU viewer base and my East Coast viewer base, because by the time I switch into the theme game of the night at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard, that is 6 o'clock West Coast. So my West Coast viewers are just getting home from work, getting settled in, maybe eating dinner, and not really coming into the stream until about maybe 9 or 10 o'clock my time. And at that point, there's only an hour left, and then it's not even of Hearthstone. So the way I try to combat that until I can stream for more hours during the day is I have now on Saturdays, it's my super late night Saturday stream where I stream from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard all the way until 2 in the morning. And I do that with the hope that, I can bring in some West Coast viewers and build up that viewer base as well, because what you want is you want a steady influx of viewers. When my EU viewers are going to bed, my East Coasters are stepping up to the plate. When they're getting ready to go to bed, the West Coasters are stepping up to the plate. So, my EU viewer base, God bless you guys, because you guys stay up until 4 or 5 in the morning just to hang out with me. So much love and respect to you guys. As well as, I know that there's some U.S. guys that are graveyard shifters, not working, going to school. So special shout out to all of you guys that come in at 3 o'clock, Eastern Standard and pump us up with viewers and really just make it possible. So this week I really learned to focus, to start focusing more on my viewer count and not so much on the followers. The other thing that I figured out was, or not figured out, it was just really a personal thing for me, was streaming is a tricky business. It's really a tricky business because, you have to balance so many things as a streamer. You want to cater to your current viewer base while at the same time exposing yourself or allowing yourself to be exposed to potential new viewers. And where that comes into play primarily is with my Hearthstone beta keys, which really got to give a special shout out to Ebonzo for donating a key this past week, as well as Riv K, and then there's some numbers there. He came into the stream and not only last night gave me a key, but then he raffled off another one on my stream, and Nova Blue won it. My fellow streamer, good friend, and moderator of the channel. So the support from my viewer base is just holy shit. I don't see this kind of support in some of the major channels that are out there. It's more, they treat it more business-like, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what we have here is we have something closer to a family, and I really, really love it. Now, I know that things are going to change as the channel gets bigger to an extent, because this is always going to be a family. My Doc Nation, this Doc Nation, your Doc Nation is always going to be a family. It's going to be a tightly knit family, whether it's a tightly knit family of 57 people on the forums like there are right now, or 57,000. It's going to be a damn family. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Let me rewind. All right. So talking about, as a streamer, as a new streamer, talking about exposing myself to the new viewers while at the same time making sure that I show appreciation to the people that are here now. Case in point, Hearthstone key. I have another one to give away. And it's going to be given away this Sunday. And I'm going to, I'm going to give you the time. I'm going to tell you what time it is. I'm going to give it away Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? Now, there is a stipulation to this, of course. Number one, I'm not announcing this giveaway. I'm not changing the Twitch stream title. I'm not announcing it on Hearthstone. Okay? The only way you're going to know about this Twitch giveaway is if you're checking me out on YouTube and you see this video. Hi, Mom! Okay? Or if you follow me on Twitch, or you come into the channel sometime this week, because I do announce it every night, a couple of times. So this is my way of giving back to my viewer base. Okay? I'm giving back to my European viewers because I'm doing the giveaway early this time. I'm not waiting till the middle of the stream at 6 or 7 p.m. I'm not doing it at the end. I'm doing it an hour after I start. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this coming Sunday. That's 9 p.m. for my Euros. Now that's the best I can do, because I obviously can't give the key away as soon as I start streaming at 3 p.m. So I hope that this, shows how grateful I am for your support, European viewers. And again, those of you who may be in the U.S. tuning in during Euro hours. Okay? I hope this also shows my appreciation for my current viewer base. Those 60, 70 of you guys that come in every night, every other night to come hang out with the doc and the rest of the community. I hope that this shows my appreciation. And so, to get back to what I was saying, this is one of the ways that I'm trying to do both. I'm going to continue to give, I'm going to continue to do massive giveaways where, yes, there will be 1,200 people in the channel, because how many of you watching this right now were one of those 1,200 people from the very first giveaway, or one of the 350 people from the second giveaway. And you decided, you know what, this fucking guy is stupid, but I like him, so I'm going to hang out with him. So that's what it's all about. This streaming thing, I'm learning more and more. It's all about the numbers game. It's all about the numbers game. You want those followers, sure. You want 50,000 followers because out of those 50,000 followers, you're probably going to get a certain percentage of those followers who come and check you out regularly and make up your viewer base. So, these huge giveaways, they are good for the channel. They're good for us because they expose us to that world. And some people are just literally going to be here for the key and they're going to leave. And you know what? That's okay. But as always, in every single giveaway we've done, we've made new friends. And we've brought in new members of the Doc Nation. So it's a win-win situation. As long as I continue to recognize and appreciate those of you that have been here and that will continue to be here, whether I get 3,000 viewers a day or if I get 30, and that's what I'm trying to do, and I thought I would share that insight with you guys because I know there are plenty of you that are up and coming streamers. A lot of you are learning from my mistakes or, some of my victories, what have you. And that's okay. I don't mind being your guinea pig, and I certainly don't mind sharing my knowledge or lack thereof with you guys so that you can just be that much more successful quicker, all right? That way you don't have to jump through the hurdles that I jumped through. Okay, so in other news, dun, 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 Doc has applied for partnership with Twitch. I know. I'm not going to get it, and that's okay, all right? I've learned in life, and I've been promoted a lot of times at my jobs that I've worked on. I'm very successful when I'm working. I really am. I'm a go-getter, all right? Go get 'em, whatever the fuck it is, all right? I go get it, damn it. And as a supervisor with a lot of supervisory experience, when it's time for promotions at work, you put your name in the hat. You toss your name in the hat and you get that recognition. Okay? And even if you don't make that first time go, even if you don't get promoted to supervisor or team lead or whatever you're trying to do, even if you don't get promoted that very first time, you throw your hat in again next time. But you're better, stronger, and you've learned from the mistakes of your previous attempts. And you just keep going. You dust your shoulders off and you try again, right? Well, shit. That's what I see Twitch partnership as. I'm going to put an application in there right now. Let's go for it. And let's see what they say. Oh, Doc, you didn't make it. Okay, tell me why I didn't make it. So that way I know what is going on and what is expected. Do I know what those paper stats say on Twitch partnership applications? Yes, I do. Does Twitch make exceptions based on unique streaming and anything else that you may bring to the Twitch team? Yes, they do. So is there a small 1.12 millionth of a percent that they will find my streaming schedule, my way of streaming, the things that we've got going on here unique and maybe give me partnership? Sure. So why not give it a shot? All right? So cross your fingers, as soon as I hear something, you guys will know about it. Absolutely. The other thing I've done is I've inquired as to what a sponsorship from Bloody Tech being the guys that were sponsored by Blizzard for a week where they streamed 24/7 2 weeks ago, I believe, and gave out keys every hour. And they're the shit now. Seriously, they went from nothing to and they played the game and they were brilliant with it. That's what it's all about. It's playing the game. Bring in thousands and thousands of viewers, okay? And out of those thousands and thousands, some of them are gonna like what you're doing and they're gonna come around after the fact. And that's what they did, and they're successful. They're doing okay. Even their individual streaming channels are doing well. Sir Kuroshi, is doing pretty well. So they did make it known that they're looking for streamers to sponsor. Now, if you don't know about Bloody Tech, go check them out. bloodytech.net. There you go, Bloody. Little free little love there. But they make gaming peripherals. They make mice and they make keyboards, and they look pretty cool. I haven't checked it out really big yet. So again, in an effort to expand my viewer base, get my name out there, and get us, the Doc Nation, known. I am definitely interested in learning what a sponsorship entails. Now, I will say this, I'm not a fan of giving up a lot of my personal freedoms as a streamer. I mean, I'm got game, and this goes for anybody really. I don't want to give up my identity, just for a sponsorship. So, I put an inquiry in, and I haven't gotten a response yet. As soon as I do, I'll definitely let you guys know what's going on. So that's some additional news. In other news, the forums are picking up speed, as is YouTube. Thanks so much for your support, guys. YouTube is up to, I believe, almost 90 subscribers. And the forums, believe it or not, are up to 57 registered users. I know guilds that have been together for 5 freaking years that can't get 50 people registered on the forums. But we are doing it. We are doing it. So, if you're not registered on the Doc Nation forums yet, please take a few minutes and go do it. There's a lot of stuff up there that you're going to, enjoy reading. A lot of personal stuff from me, from schedule breakdown to FAQ to everything that goes on. And now the community, you guys, my nation, this nation, our nation, is starting to talk on those forums. And that was my goal to begin with, was to give us a centralized location where we could all come together and shoot the shit, regardless if I'm streaming or not. This community doesn't stop just because I'm not streaming. Are you kidding me? We're a family, right? So I don't care if I'm streaming or not. The forums, we can all go and hang out and talk about our favorite games. I've got a section called the Game Room where you can talk about your favorite MOBA, MMO, TCG, CCG, whatever. You get on there and take the few minutes it takes to register. You won't regret it. In other news, there's a lot of news this week, guys. My good buddy of 13 years, I think 13 or 10 to 13 years, whatever the fuck, I got a GED. 10 to 13 years, Rye, all right? He's a moderator on the channel, and we used to play EVE Online together. I was his fleet commander. Many laughs were had. So I've known him for a long time, so the trust is definitely there. So far, he streamed twice on my channel. The first day was, I believe, this past Tuesday. He streamed LOL for a few hours, and today he streamed some Hearthstone. He just got into he just got his own Hearthstone key, and he's learning the game. So he, I hooked him up with a key so he could stream on my channel, and he hopped on today and met some of you guys, so you may be seeing more of him in the near future. You may be seeing more of him because I hate leaving you guys on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I feel guilty. I know. I hate it. I feel bad. I'm like, damn, they don't have anything to fucking watch. I mean, I know you guys have your other channels and stuff like that, but no, fuck that. I want you here with us, Doc Nation. So, he's starting to stream. It won't be a set schedule. I mean, I'm trying to convince him into doing that, Tuesdays and Thursdays for a few hours, like, for sure, on the nights that I can't stream. So we'll see. Maybe if I give him a couple of fucking gummy bears. I don't know. But we'll see. I don't even think he likes gummy bears. I don't freaking know. So anyway, I think that about wraps it up for the news. I think that about wraps it up for the news section. We are looking for a few more moderators. I am going to be removing a couple of moderators from the team because, I'm not an asshole about it. Moderators are a thankless group of people who don't get paid to do work on a Twitch channel. But I do ask that my moderators support me. And by that, show up to the channel frequently. There are a couple of moderators right now who show up once a week, once every 10 days, and that's just not going to cut it. I'd rather give the moderator to somebody who's going to be in the channel frequently and who really wants to do what moderators do. So, if you find yourself without a moderator tag, it's not personal. I still love you. We're still cool. All right. But I just, it needs to be on that level, on a certain level, for you to stick with mod. So some do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts. We do talk about that every week. Do's. Stay humble. Stay humble in the streaming business, especially when you're starting out. Take care of your viewers. Take care of your viewers that you have. Don't focus so much on what you don't have. It's good to dream big. It's good to, it's good to shoot for the stars. But even if you're starting off and you've only got 5 to 10 viewers, stick with it. If you're persistent, it will pay off. All right. Other dues, get a schedule. Get a schedule, get a schedule, get a schedule. That is probably the most beneficial thing I have done for my stream since starting streaming. I have a schedule. And though it fluctuates, I know it changes from time to time. That's the nature of the business. I'm a streamer and I'm playing video games. Some of them are not going to be fun for me anymore. Some of them are not going to be enjoyable for you to watch. Some of them I can't stream, like FPS Friday. That's out the fucking window until I upgrade this piece of shit. Mobile Monday, I'm trying my best. I hope, my PC can handle it. But the schedule is critical. So as far as any don'ts, let me see. Well, don't have thin skin, I guess. Have thick skin. You're going to get trolled in your channel. And right now I can ban, my mods and myself. It's a small community right now, so it's easy to point out the dickheads or the penis wrinkles and ban them and get them out of here. But as the channel grows and God willing we hit that 200, 500, 1,000 viewer mark at a time, it's going to be nearly impossible to ban every single penis wrinkle. And so I have taken a book from a lot of the popular streamers, because I still watch a lot of streamers, and just ignore them. Unless they become ridiculous to where they do stand out, and then you ban them or your mods will catch them. But, definitely don't come into this streaming business with thin skin. If you're sensitive, if you can't take constructive criticism, if you cry, in the face of trolliness, then this is not for you. You really need to put on your damn gloves and get in there, because it's going to get dirty and it's going to get crazy. So let's talk about up-and-coming events. All right, before we wrap this up. Up-and-coming events, I've got a couple of big ones. Thursday, October 31st, I'm going to be streaming Amnesia. I don't know if it's going to be part 1 or part 2, but I'm going to be streaming Amnesia from 9 p.m. Eastern Standard to probably about midnight. I'm not going to spend, 5, 6, 7 hours on the shit, because I'm going to be very scared. I don't do good with scary games, so if you want to see me potentially shit myself or tear up a little bit, because it will happen, come hang out with us October 31st, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be streaming Amnesia. A bigger event that's coming up, and one that's very near and dear to my heart, is the Extra Life charity event. Good friend Nova, moderator and fellow streamer, is going to join me live on Twitch November 2nd. We're going to start at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are going to be going for 25 hours straight. Now, I'm a military guy, so I've done CQ, and I've stayed up for 24 hours straight. It was definitely not a picnic, but we're talking about 15 years ago, so this is definitely going to be a challenge for me personally, but it's for a good cause. If I can give one terminally ill child a video game before they go to heaven, then damn it, I'm going to do it. So please, please join us November 2nd for the Extra Life streaming event, and please bring your wallets. Bring your wallets and donate. It's going to an amazing cause, and I'm just excited. We do have a team goal of $500. That may be a little ambitious, given our small viewing community. I'm hoping to bring some hype into that, because I'm definitely going to give away at least one Hearthstone beta key during that broadcast, possibly two Hearthstone beta keys on November 2nd. And hopefully, we can bring in, again, some new blood into the channel, some new viewers, new members of the Doc Nation, and people who want to donate to an extraordinary cause. Okay? I definitely want to shout out to my moderators. I couldn't do it without you guys. As always, you guys help keep this channel squeaky clean, as somebody said to Penguin last night. So special shout out to all of my moderators. We'll be adding some new additions to the moderator family very soon. If you're a moderator, you gotta get on those forums and register. There's a special secret moderator section where only mods and myself have access to. That's your place to really lay into me. Let me know what's going on. Let me know if I'm missing something in the channel, or give me your feedback, because you are Doc Nation officers. You are Doc Nation officers. Now I'm gonna wrap up your weekly dose with some requests. I'm looking for a logo designer. If anybody thinks that they can take a crack at designing me a logo, I would greatly appreciate it. Send me a message on Twitch, of course, Doc.Game, or on Twitter at Doc.Game, or on the forums. PM me. I am desperately in need of a logo for myself, for Doc.Game. I'm also in need of a web developer / web designer to combine my forums and my website, combine them into one, integrate Twitch, integrate YouTube, and make it look pretty. So if you think you can do that, please get with me once again at Doc.Game on Twitter, on the forums, or Twitch. Finally, last but definitely not least, I need a bot. I need a Doc bot. All right? I want to have a bot that keeps track of how often you guys are in the channel, because in a few months, I'm going to start my monthly giveaways. And I want you to be able to turn in that time for raffle tickets, and then use those raffle tickets to get into the drawing for the prizes that I'm going to, hand out. All right? Again, guys, you haven't seen a damn thing. I have a lot of ambitions for this channel. There are things that I have not shared with you yet, and I won't until they come closer to fruition. But you have a lot to look forward to. I am not going to let you guys down. I'm going to continue to do we're going to continue to do the hats, okay? And I'm going to add some more to the collection really, really soon. All right, where you guys raffle for the opportunity to choose my hat every hour. I'm also going to put up a post on the forums in the coming days of donations and what you can get for donating. A lot of you don't know that if you donate $2, you get to pick my hero in Arena. I will do an Arena run in your name with your hero of choice, and I'll even make my deck based on a particular theme that you want. So if you want me to play, all taunt creatures, all Murlocs, all pirates, direct damage, whatever you want me to do, I will do it. Now, I used to also allow people to choose left, right, left, middle, right. I'm stopping that because eventually we're going to be able to lose ranking. And I don't want to make a troll deck because I don't want to lose what little ranking I'm going to have. As you guys know, I suck in Arena anyway. All right? But I may also do some constructed where I may also work. But anyway, there's going to be a list of things. If you donate a certain amount of money, I will go out and get a hat and name it after you. It will forever be known as your hat. All right? So when someone wants me to put on the hat, it's going to be known as, hey, this is Doc's hat, that I'm going to put on right now. So I'm going to have some things on the forums, some incentives, I hope. The donations are always welcome. They're never mandatory. They never will be. They never will be. I will never beg for them. You will never feel obligated to donate, but they are certainly appreciated, guys. They allow me to give right back to the stream, through the arena runs, because they're not free, unfortunately. And eventually, if we get bigger, they'll go towards software, hardware upgrades, and of course, they'll go towards giveaways. Once I make partner and get the subscribe option. So let's just think about if there's anything else that I'm missing. I don't think there is. I dare say I think we covered it all, right? I'm just looking around. Oh, there's $1. Hey, dollar. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you so much for your support. That's it for what week did I say this was? Week 7? All right? That's it for episode 3 of your weekly dose, week 7 of my young, ambitious streaming career. So, in the words of my good friend Marvin Murloc, if you don't understand what he said, I'll interpret. He said, good luck, have fun, kick ass, and get laid. This is Doc signing off. Peace.